MCP connects AI to tools, RAG grounds answers and knowledge, and agents plan actions across workflows and data securely intelligently. Now let's look at three terms, three different jobs. MCP, RAG, and AI agents are often discussed together, but they do not mean the same thing. MCP connects AI applications to tools, data, and systems. RAG grounds AI answers in trusted knowledge. AI agents plan actions and work through tasks. The easiest way to remember the difference is simple. MCP connects, RAG informs, and agents act. Now let's look at what you will learn. First, we will define MCP, RAG, and AI agents simply. Then we will compare what each one does. Next, we will see how they work together. After that, we will use business examples. We will also cover common confusion and beginner mistakes. By the end, you will know which concept solves which problem. Now let's look at the simple analogy. Imagine an employee solving a business problem. They need knowledge to understand the issue. They need tools to take action. They need a plan to complete the task. RAG is like the knowledge source. MCP is like the connector to tools and systems. The AI agent is like the worker that plans and executes the task. Now let's look at what is RAG. RAG means Retrieval Augmented Generation. It helps AI answer using external knowledge. The user asks a question. The system retrieves relevant documents or data. The AI model uses that context to generate an answer. RAG is useful when answers must be grounded in trusted information. It helps reduce generic or unsupported responses. Now let's look at what problem does RAG solve. Large language models do not automatically know your private business data. They may not know your latest policies, contracts, reports, or procedures. RAG helps connect the model to that knowledge. It can retrieve the right information before answering. This is useful for enterprise search, policy Q&A, customer support, and documentation. RAG is mainly about better knowledge grounding. It answers, what information should the AI use? Now let's look at RAG business example. Imagine an employee asks, what is our travel reimbursement policy? A basic chatbot may give a general answer. A RAG system searches the company policy document. It retrieves the relevant section. Then the AI explains the answer in simple language. The result is more specific and grounded. That is RAG in action. Now let's look at what is MCP. MCP means Model Context Protocol. It is a protocol that helps AI applications connect to external systems. These systems can include tools, files, databases, APIs, and workflows. MCP creates a standard way to expose capabilities to AI apps. Instead of building one custom connector for every tool, MCP provides a common pattern. MCP is mainly about connection and interoperability. It answers, how can AI access tools and context? Now let's look at what problem does MCP solve. Businesses use many systems. Documents may be in one place. Tickets may be in another. Customer data may be in a CRM. Transactions may be in an ERP. Without a standard connection layer, integrations become complex. MCP helps AI applications connect to approved tools and data sources more consistently. Now let's look at MCP business example. Imagine an AI assistant needs to check a support ticket. It also needs customer history and product policy. MCP can expose these systems through MCP servers. The AI app can request the needed tool or data. The assistant can see the right context. It may suggest a response or update the workflow. MCP helps the AI connect to real business systems. Now let's look at what are AI agents. An AI agent is a system that works toward a goal. It can understand a task. It can plan steps. It can use tools. It can retrieve information. It can make decisions within boundaries. It can support actions across a workflow. AI agents answer, what should be done next? Now let's look at what problem do agents solve. Many business tasks are not single questions. They require multiple steps. They may need data lookup, comparison, decision logic, and action. A normal chatbot may only respond. An agent can plan and coordinate the task. It can decide which tool or knowledge source is needed. Agents solve the workflow execution problem. Now let's look at AI agent business example. Imagine a customer asks why an order is delayed. An AI agent can check the order status. It can review shipment history. It can check policy rules. It can draft a response. It can decide whether escalation is needed. It may prepare a ticket update for human approval. This is more than answering, it is workflow support. Now let's look at the key difference. RAG is about knowledge. MCP is about connection. AI agents are about planning and action. RAG retrieves useful context. MCP exposes tools and systems. Agents decide which steps to take. They can work together, but they solve different problems. Now let's look at side-by-side comparison. RAG improves answers using relevant knowledge. MCP helps AI applications connect to external capabilities. AI agents coordinate tasks using reasoning, tools, and context. RAG is often used for Q&A and search. MCP is often used for tool and data access. Agents are often used for multi-step workflows. The best architecture may use all three. Now let's look at how they work together. A user gives a task to an AI agent. The agent decides what information is needed. RAG retrieves trusted knowledge. MCP connects the AI application to tools and systems. The agent uses the retrieved knowledge and tool results. Then it generates an answer or prepares an action. Human review can be added for sensitive decisions. Now let's look at example workflow, invoice exception. A finance user asks, why is this invoice blocked? The AI agent plans the investigation. RAG retrieves invoice policy and exception handling rules. MCP connects to invoice data, purchase order data, and workflow tools. The agent compares the evidence. It drafts the likely reason and next action. A human approver reviews before any financial action. Now let's look at example workflow, customer support. A customer asks about a product issue. RAG retrieves product policy and troubleshooting guides. MCP connects to customer profile, order status, and ticket system. The AI agent decides the next best step. It may draft a reply. It may recommend replacement, refund, or escalation. The final action can be reviewed by a support employee. Now let's look at example workflow, HR policy assistant. An employee asks about leave eligibility. RAG retrieves the relevant HR policy. MCP connects to employee location, role, and policy system. The AI agent checks what context matters. It drafts a personalized explanation. Sensitive cases are routed to HR review. This creates a safer and more useful HR assistant. Now let's look at example workflow, IT Helpdesk. A user reports a login problem. RAG retrieves troubleshooting knowledge articles. MCP connects to ticketing tools and incident history. The AI agent asks diagnostic questions. It suggests steps. It prepares a ticket update. If unresolved, it escalates with a clear summary. Now let's look at when should you use RAG. Use RAG when the main problem is knowledge grounding. Use it when answers must come from trusted documents. Use it for policies, manuals, contracts, reports, and knowledge bases. Use it when the AI should cite or reference source information. RAG is useful for search and Q&A. It is not enough when the task requires real action. For action, you need tools or agents. Now let's look at when should you use MCP. Use MCP when the AI application must connect to tools or external systems. Use it when the agent needs controlled access to data. Use it when you want a reusable integration pattern. Use it for files, databases, APIs, ticketing tools, and business workflows. MCP is not the brain of the agent. It is the connection layer. It helps the AI reach approved capabilities. Now let's look at when should you use AI agents. Use AI agents when the task has multiple steps. Use them when planning is needed. Use them when the system must decide what to do next. Use them when tools and knowledge must be coordinated. Use them for workflows like support, finance, procurement, HR, IT, and operations. Agents need guardrails and clear boundaries. They should not be given unlimited access or authority. Now let's look at common beginner confusion. One confusion is thinking MCP, RAG, and agents are competitors. They are not always competing ideas. Another confusion is thinking RAG can complete workflows by itself. RAG mainly retrieves knowledge. Some people think MCP is an agent. MCP is a protocol, not the whole agent. Others think agents are safe just because they sound intelligent. Now let's look at security and governance. These systems need strong controls. RAG needs trusted and updated knowledge sources. MCP needs permissions, tool limits, and audit logs. Agents need guardrails, review steps, and clear boundaries. Sensitive actions should require human approval. Access should follow the user's permissions. More capability means more responsibility. Now let's look at simple architecture pattern. A practical architecture may combine all three. The user interacts with an AI application. The agent plans the task. RAG retrieves trusted knowledge. MCP connects to tools, systems, and workflows. Guardrails monitor risky behavior. Human review controls high-impact actions. This creates a more useful and safer AI workflow. Now let's look at final content recap. MCP, RAG, and AI agents are different but connected. RAG grounds answers and knowledge. MCP connects AI to tools, data, and workflows. AI agents plan and coordinate actions. RAG helps the AI know. MCP helps the AI connect. Agents help the AI act. Together, they can power smarter business AI systems. To wrap up, here is the key takeaway. You now have a structured overview of MCP versus RAG versus AI agents, explained key differences for beginners. Review the core ideas, connect them to examples, and revisit concepts like 3 terms, 3 different jobs, what you will learn, the simple analogy when practicing. Subscribe to Easy Machine Learning Guide if you want to learn AI through simple explanations and real industry examples.